What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Fun with Dumb. The great thing about anyone who tunes in live on caffeine.tv on these episodes, you get to kind of see the outtakes.
Right.
You get to see the pre-show. And a lot of crazy stuff happens on the pre-show. That wasn't that crazy. We just guessed what. We're eating chips, and I had a couple takes coming into the intro. Right. But just for all the listeners who might be listening on the Wednesdays uploads, if you guys want to tune in live and actually call us and engage with us in the chat and Discord, you can actually tune in on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Pacific time, and you can actually call in. And we have a lot of people who call in and go on the chat and talk to us. So
download that app, Caffeine, guys.
Caffeine.tv/dumbfounded, 1 p.m. Tuesdays to tune in live.
Right.
It's one of the elements that many podcasts don't have.
Nah, for sure.
And I realize this is my first time announcing this. Probably should have done that months ago for all the listeners, afterwards. But
you get a little behind the scenes with this, for sure.
Yeah. And all the people who I see, all the people over here, I'm too nervous to call. Don't be nervous.
We're
easy to talk to.
Yeah.
You might get a little roast here, a slight roast, a light roast, a light roast.
Slight
where
minority
it's pink in the middle still, a light roast.
Still medium rare, baby.
But I'm here joined by my co-host. How are you doing today? Let me ask Steffi first. Steffie Baik.
I'm good. I'm doing great. I'm gonna get this thing off today. I mean, not today, this week.
This week, Steffi gets her boot off. Show your boot for everyone who doesn't know what you're talking about.
I like that this is like always the conversation.
Yeah.
It's an update.
But it's kind of cool because you're going to different stages with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd
You guys
expect
are
it to be
part of
just
the
a cast and then get it off.
You look like a superhero with less powers.
Thanks.
Yeah, like
you look like Mega Man, the foot version. You know what I mean? She got the rocket on the foot right there.
Foot Clan.
Yeah.
All right.
That's about it.
Oh, that's it. Nothing else. I know you've been auditioning a lot.
I have been auditioning a lot. I have a few shoots coming up, which I'm excited about. I have a short film I'm doing, and I'm excited to just start working again.
Right.
And I don't know. I just had too much time at home to think about too many things that aren't that important.
Is it sometimes like when you have too much time? Is it not? I know
It's
people
not
always
good.
say take some time for yourself, think about, reflect. I feel like that's too much of that messes you up too.
Depends on
Am
your
I right?
personality, though. Like if you're an introvert, you thrive being indoors. With time with yourself. But as an extrovert, it's extremely difficult.
But isn't that a problem? I feel like a lot of times people have these mental health issues because they have too much time and don't keep busy, and they get inside their heads even deeper and deeper.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a strong believer that too much of anything is bad. You know what I mean?
Well, I do want to say keeping busy is a coping mechanism. It's not about being busy.
Interesting. I never thought about that.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too much of.
I think a lot of times when people are going through things and they want to ignore the problems, they start getting really into work or start doing things physically. So that they don't have to they can shut off their minds about the actual problem.
But is that bad?
It could be.
Why is that bad? That's what I don't understand.
Because it can.
There's a thin line. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's a thin line between being busy and distraction. You know what I mean? You don't want to distract yourself.
That's not. I don't think. But that's not what we're talking about. We're just talking about literally just staying busy. It could be your passion or being creative and things you like to do.
Right.
I'm not saying some unhealthy thing.
Yeah.
But
if you're not coping with the internal issues that you have, it can just build up and blow up some other way that you have no idea down the line. And so it's better to work through your emotions, feel it and express it, and know that you're expressing it versus trying to suppress it.
But what if doing that thing that you're doing to get your mind off of it is how you suppress those emotions or express yourself?
Well, if you're not suppressing it and you're expressing it, maybe that should be good. Right?
Suppressing it and expressing it. I got supplements and I got You said too much of anything is bad.
Yeah, I mean, even, they say that idle time is the devil's playground, too. You know what I mean?
Is too much of vitamins bad for you?
Too much of vitamins is very bad.
Just wondering.
Too much of vitamins is
It
very
makes your
bad.
pee neon.
Too much of water, is that bad?
Oh, it's so bad.
How is too much water bad?
People die from it.
No, people die from
What?
it.
Come on, Jay.
No, you don't know that.
Dude.
I've read-
H2O kills more people than sharks, bro.
Well, yeah, if you want to say they drown in water. Is drinking too much water bad for you?
Yes, dude. I read an article in 17 magazine when I was younger that freaked me out about Molly.
Incredible source, by the way.
About ecstasy. It was a whole ass article about how this girl drank too much water and she drowned herself from drinking too much water because her friends were like, "You need to drink more water. You need to drink more water."
She drowned herself from the
doing
inside
Molly.
of the.
It's a thing. People die from it, for sure.
Alex, is it true or what?
It is.
In severe cases, water intoxication can cause seizures. What? Brain damage, a coma, and even death. Bottom line, drinking too much water can increase the pressure inside the skull.
That's scary.
Wow.
That's so scary.
Inside the skull. Okay, well.
So all you guys with those Gallon Nalgene's.
The more you know. I just wanted to challenge, all the sayings people always say, drink more water.
Yeah.
I'm challenging that. Drink less. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Well, Rick, how are you doing?
Can I be honest, man? I'm coasting, baby.
You look good, bro.
You look good, baby.
You look good.
I look healthy?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just gliding right now. I wake up every day to just more affirmation. You know what I mean? More people sharing the music. I'm checking the stream numbers and it's going up. It's a thing. Like you said, we work hard. We kind of focus on an album and a project, and when it's done and we release it, it's in their hands now.
Yeah.
It's like it's not in my hand. Literally, we reaped and now we sow. And just seeing people that I don't even know, or people I haven't even spoken to, or people even family members that I like lost connection with, for them to share the music and for them to kind of be like, yo, it's becoming a kind of big thing right now,
Yeah.
We got an article in Complex, we got an article in K Hip Hop Player. Just we're moving right now.
A song that you dropped almost over a year ago, talking about the Asian hate crimes,
right
is still relevant now, even more relevant now than it was then,
right?
And it went viral again. The song's called Viral.
Yeah, it is, and it's weird.
Sorry, I sound like Larry King there. Rest in peace.
Yeah. The song's called Viral, and it's unfortunate, man. It's I really wish it wasn't relevant today. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to be that group that waits for these things and suffering from other people for us to kind of make noise. But it's weird when this Complex article came out and they said, wow, this is song is a year old, and they check it. That's part of the point too. The fact that it's resonating even stronger now.
Right.
So that means the situation is actually getting worse, And don't you see that every day? We're waking up to another person getting beat on the street somewhere.
I will say this, as obviously all that's going on is terrible, but I am seeing people really banding together and kind of seeing, like, for the first time, that this may be happening to a community that might not have been recognized as much.
For sure.
There's many times that we feel like an invisible race.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, and I'm not coming from that place, because I'm saying, like, I'm actually a little bit more privileged. I was able to, and you too, maybe we've gotten to actually vent or bounce off that kind of negative energy, reflected off using hip-hop and using music. Like, I was in battle rap. I was able to defend myself through, like, words and verbal assault, through verbally
were you gonna say verbal assault right now?
You were gonna say verbal assault.
You were gonna say verbal assault right now.
I'm sorry.
I come in with the hot spits.
I'm strapped with verbal assaults. No.
I my tongue and then
No, but what I mean is, like, I had that. And I think people don't acknowledge that. Like, everyone wants to, like, even a lot of Asian cats who had an outlet want to be like, feel like a victim. But a lot of people have been privileged in that sense. Like, a lot of West Coast Asians had a lot of representation.
Right.
You had a lot of peers around you. But I think the biggest thing is, like, speaking up for those cats who can't. Like, elderly is one community that can't really do that. They put their heads down and just kind of kept it pushing.
Yeah.
But I remember, like, touring back in the day, going in the Midwest and, like, seeing that only one Asian kid in these cities too. Yeah. These, and you could tell they had a group of, like, white friends or black friends or whatever, and they just had to kind of give into these little jokes, There's a difference between doing a show here in LA and someone saying, yo, I'm so glad you guys came through, thank you, man, we're waiting for you, compared to someone in the Midwest, an Asian kid, like, I needed you to come. Right. You know what I mean? Like, that there was a different depth right there. And I definitely keep those people in mind, even in Virginia, just demographically. And I'll say this, I think no matter what, is like, it is interesting just to see these mainstream companies, major brands coming out saying, like, oh, we stand in solidarity with the Asian community. I didn't realize how much that would kind of hit me. Whether it's authentic or not, or if it's performative, whatever. 100%. But, like, when I saw, like, Nike come out and be like, oh, like, we stand with the Asians, like, like I kind of felt that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
I was like, oh shit, okay.
Even Tim Cook, you know, Apple, like everyone coming out a little bit. I think ESPN as well.
Yeah, I wonder if they were at the sweatshops like, yo, we stand in solidarity with y'all.
Yeah, fix the nets. I'm kidding.
No, but I'm just saying, like, you know, whether it was performative or not, it did mean something.
Right.
Like, I felt it. I was like, oh shit, they actually shouted us out.
So, you know, it's like a perspective thing. If we feel that kind of impact from like a company like that, like things that we think is kind of like whatever, you know, not as powerful, like people who look up to us, they feel that impact as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a trickle down effect. So it's just good. It's just good to vocalize. I while I say this in the same breath, I want to make sure that we're not twisting it though. You know what I'm saying? We're not exploiting
I think that's a lot of that is going on.
Yeah,
too.
and you know, I think we're responsible to make sure that we make that point as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
what I don't like is like there's a lot of people who are going so hard, and as they should, they feel fire under them to speak out and do the thing.
Right.
But it's like when you're out there being like, you're not doing enough, you're not doing this and stuff, like what I've seen with the Asian community come out recently, I'm like, you're disregarding some of these organizations that have been putting into work for decades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not out here like I'm an activist, you know what I'm saying? I do what I can, but really I want to shine more onto the actual organizations that been doing the work. Those dudes get overshadowed so much because they don't have like a loud ass like representative in their crew with 100,000 social media followers and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to shout out and you know, really highlight some of those orgs more than anything.
No, definitely. And you know, I'm really proud as Year of the Ox, we kind of stood as this representation as well, you know? We didn't want to come out as this militant, like front row spokesperson of Asian people, but just
really with the masks,
with the masks,
still.
with the all black, with the jerseys and all that.
Still nothing militant.
No. There was nothing Killer Army about it. No, there was nothing Killer Army about it. You know what I mean? With the rifles,
with the protests, nothing.
The mace,
just checking. Okay,
my lyrical tongue. No. I'm just saying. But but the thing is, like, it is a very interesting time how we say like, yo, this is our year. This is Year of the Ox, you know? And during this time frame, a lot of ugliness is happening, you know? So it is a blessing, and I'm very honored to be able to, for like this alignment of stars, these unfortunate stars, for us to really use our giftings to encourage people out there. You know what I mean? I'd rather do that than try to get famous off like some.
I think that's the thing. I think your part, what you're doing is fine because you're a very gifted rapper, and especially in being clear with your lyrics and like kind of telling a story or a message. Yeah. And you do just that. I don't think you do anything extra. Right. You keep it at that. Right. And that's fine. I think that's what you should do.
No, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your form of expression. So why would it be negative, you know?
Yeah, and it's on your mind.
Exploiting.
I mean, the thing is,
you're also Asian. It's one thing to be like a different. It's like if it's one thing if it's like a company that you've never seen like come forward and talk about any of these issues, or never use Asian representation. All of a sudden, they're like coming out and like acting as if you know that they give a shit.
It's just sometimes the artist who kind of gets on this wave of you know, talking about social injustices and stuff like that, some of them tend to start liking the sound of their own voice. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then they kind of get carried away sometimes. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So some people, when they listen to rap music, they don't want to hear about my experiences in Africa or, you know, Asian injustice. They want to listen to good music, you know?
Yeah, but I think you do it for you.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I think honestly that path is like that's my forte, to be honest.
You have things that you feel like a burden on your shoulders when it shouldn't be sometimes too, and you feel like you have to kind of spread that message or say something. So that's great. On that note, my father this year just became a citizen of America, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo! That's awesome.
Yes. My father, I posted him on Instagram right before I came here. Mad cute.
Wait, that's huge, man.
He actually sent me that photo on Kakao.
Did he try multiple times before?
It's funny because he was supposed to get it like a few weeks before, but he was missing some paperwork. Yeah, like I think what happened was he has like they asked him if he has any misdemeanors or felonies, and back in the early 90s, he got drunk at a karaoke and got in a fight. and they were like, we're gonna need the police report.
Damn,
so he went
dude.
back to his crib, went through mad documents, found this police report of him fighting in the early 90s.
Oh my god.
Went there,
A tambourine was used.
Why they need that?
There was a bloody tambourine in the scene of the crime, and Celine Dion was playing in the background.
One shattered fruit platter and 2 broken tambourines. 1994.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
he did that, and they finally gave him the joint. And I don't even know if I should have shared that, but it's fine.
That's cool.
Anyways, he became a citizen, and it's crazy. My dad came to this country around like 1990 or something like that, 89 or 90, and he never took the test to become the U.S. He could have done it a while ago,
right?
Because you get the permanent residence, the green card, and then you become a citizen. You take, years later after holding the green card for many years.
Yeah,
just never did it. And I actually heard during Trump's presidency, it was like
it made
hard.
It really hard.
It was super hard to become a citizen. So he finally did it. Took a picture with the little small American flag. Sent me the picture on Cacao. And
how did he celebrate?
How'd he celebrate? He went to a karaoke, got drunk, and got arrested. I'm kidding.
Yo, congrats, though. That's huge.
Yeah. And it's interesting. You know, I feel like my relationship with my father has been getting a lot better over the years. Yeah, sorry.
I know. That's
sorry,
good.
because I was thinking about how...
You got to put that up.
I was thinking about how, like, I was there when you guys, like, hung out, and you guys were, like, talking about stonks. Like, that was, like... that was like a funny, weird thing to see. Like, I don't know, like... that's
스토크가 뭔지 알아? 이 새끼야.
I had dinner with my dad, and this fool had Robin Hood on his phone.
I know, you told me.
I was really surprised.
I just feel like 10, 15 years ago, like, growing up, if, like, our parents were talking about, like, fake memes, they would be like, no, don't you ever go into that. But now it's like...
Your dad knew about Doge?
Even, like, yeah, I'm saying, like, Asian parents are, like, here doing the same thing as we are.
Right.
They're exposed to the same information.
I mean...
Like, interesting.
Certain things kind of cross over to the older side, too.
Especially financial stuff.
Financial stuff crosses over. You know what I'm saying?
Koreans
it's not
with the
like
money.
They're like, oh, the PS5 is coming out. No, they're not talking about the PS5. You gotta point this to you. I don't know. Yeah, I'll try that. Okay.
It was very nice to see you right there.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, can you fix that, Rick, please?
Please.
Rick, please. It sounds like bitch, please, but it's like a new segment, like a sassy talk show host. Rick, please.
Oh, you're like the sound guy.
There you go. Whoa, there he is. There
right.
he is.
Wow, thank you guys.
Okay, we good?
Tech savvy.
Right.
Shout out to the sound man.
But yeah, man. Fathers. Can't live with him, can't live without him. Am I right?
Nah, but yo, all jokes aside though, it's a beautiful thing, man. I mean, as small as, even if it's just a picture with the little flag, the fact that he felt that accomplishment, you know what I mean? He felt that thing and he wanted to share it with the son. That's a beautiful thing, man. You should feel proud of your dad, yo.
Yeah, I am surprised he sent it to me.
Yeah. Was it a selfie or?
But
did
he did right after he sent the wrong box.
No,
I'm kidding.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, it was cute. It was a cute picture. I don't know who took it, honestly.
Yeah.
But it was a really sweet picture, and he's a U.S. citizen. I don't know what that means. Like, I wonder what made him want to finally pull the trigger on that.
I mean, stimulus.
Benefits, really?
Like, I mean, he's like, wait a minute.
No, because you could still get the stimulus as a permanent, green card holder.
Right. I mean, maybe, you know, like vaccines, you know, just prerequisites to get the stuff that, you know, a citizen gets.
But has it still been hard to become a citizen? Like, since
I think so.
year?
I mean, since the Trump era, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And yo, before we move on to whatever's next, let us ask you, Dom, how are you and how are you doing this week? You know what I mean?
Well, I think I was kind of just going into it right now. I mean, it's been extremely busy, and I don't feel stressed. Like, I just feel like I'm just getting through my tasks. But my body is saying otherwise because
But my
body is telling me stress. I've been grinding my teeth at night. Like, I didn't know I was doing this, and one day my jaw started getting really sore, and it's been like really bad. It's been getting worse and worse. My right jaw.
I feel bad for people who grind their teeth at night because they don't know how hard they grind.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard people grind their teeth at night, and you literally just You're breaking down your teeth,
But that's
bro.
what I'm saying. I didn't know I was doing this. So I've been doing this for weeks. I'm pretty sure I might have TMJ now because my jaw, like I can't even chew food properly. It hurts.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and
Who are you mad at in your dreams?
I don't know if I'm mad.
Is he battle rapping in his dreams?
Palms are sweaty, knees weak, teeth, the grinding.
Well, TMJ a lot of times comes from stress, not relieving stress, sleeping with your stress.
No, I'm getting it checked out. I made an appointment for the dentist. It's next week. I'm gonna go, but it sucks. Like I looked it up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, the solution is a mouth guard. Like that's the solution. There's no other thing you can do."
I mean, I'm happy with that solution.
That's not bad.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, why? How could I stop me from grinding? Like I was never doing the grinding.
Oh, you've been grinding.
I've been grinding, but I'm saying you're grinding.
I'm telling you right now, it's from stress.
Nah, I mean, yo, to be honest with you,
relaxing, having tension build.
I don't feel like I'm that.
Who gets upset that the solution is simple? Like he's like,
Yeah,
I need a more complex solution right now. I need a surgery.
True.
It's like, no, you have something that fits your mouth, and when you close it, it just keeps it in place.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's tough because I don't feel like how do I become stress free when I feel like I'm not that stressed?
Well, you don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know, this is the thing, something about stress is like it acts like it's not there. You know what I mean? Like the thing is also your schedule. You know, I heard you were working till like 1:30 last night.
I think maybe the sleep wise, I'm not getting enough sleep.
I mean, also physically, you're exerting a lot of energy, bro. You know, you're going to the beach, you're working out. You're making little boomerangs on IG.
And TikTok.
You know, I see the little
those
six-pack
boomerangs
situation.
really worry you. Yeah.
Nah, but for real, like if you know, when I was really heavy into Taekwondo, this is when I used to get sleep paralysis too.
Yeah.
You know, things I wouldn't even imagine getting.
Really?
Oh yeah, I would. You know, it was bad. It was amazing, but it was kind of bad too. But like, you know, you're really exerting a lot of energy. I really think that this little mouth guard, if it prevents, you know, like when a table is wobbly. Just a little folded up page. That's the solution. You know, you put it under. It's the same thing. You just put it in your mouth, close it. I think it'll be good, bro.
Right.
You know, because when you keep grinding, that pain is going to be additional stress to you too. It's going to be another thing that accumulates.
Are you annoyed because you're saying like you're going to continue? You always have to have that, and you're going to continue to grind.
Yeah, I wish I wish I would not do this anymore. I don't know why I said that like that.
I wish
I would not do this no more.
Hark.
I think it is a relief of tension because I think you're the type of person that works off stress. Like you feel like, oh, stress is good. It's like it's pushing me. You know, and you wouldn't maybe call it stress. You might call it something else.
Right.
Like I don't know, whatever that is.
But working out's supposed
of
to like release stress.
But you know what's crazy?
It is, right?
No, work doesn't relieve
work
stress.
out.
Work out.
No, sometimes no. People can work out and it really like affects your body. Like it doesn't always have to be. If you're doing a light workouts or like regular, but you're kind of going hard and you've never really done that before in your life. So like your body adjusting to that is probably like, what the fuck, right?
Dumb. You know what I think
That's how
you
my
need?
body sounds.
I was like, what?
You know what I think you need, bro? And not to completely psychoanalyze you on your own stream, but you're such a go-getter, bro. And more than a compliment, it's actually, I'm worried about that because you're working so hard. And I think even with working out is supposed to relieve stress, but you're working out with like a goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually kind of like going against the whole mantra of like, okay, let's rest, like let's get our chakras right. Everything to you is like, okay, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. And you know, even when we eat, I don't think I've really seen you enjoy food. You eat it as fuel. You eat it as something to like get energy and then keep it moving, you know?
Yeah.
Even with like chilling with friends and, you know, it's just kind of like you enjoy the moment, but it's a scheduled block as in like, okay, let me socialize. You know what I mean? Let me keep my relationship strong. I think what you need is a strong vacay, bro. I think a strong vacay. When's the last time you had a vacation, bro?
But like a relaxing one instead of having to do work.
No, that's what I'm saying. You know, I'm talking about one of those like things that's already planned, meals, everything planned. He just goes out, get a little hot stone massage, you know what I mean? A little foot rub. Ooh. Yeah, you know, just I really think that you need to, even when we go out together, he's so busy like taking care of things, like he's not really like enjoying the moment. I think he just needs to be pampered and taken care of for like a weekend.
That's actually
you know
true.
what I mean? A little
maybe
club
like
med
off
situation.
the socials and stuff like that. Cause
yeah, I mean, a vacation's good if you know, to also stay off your phone and not be on your social media.
Yeah, see, again, like right there, like you're trying to use the vacation as a reason to get off something. Like no, it's for you. You know what I'm saying? For you. Maybe even a joint vacation with your dad to celebrate the citizenship.
I don't necessarily enjoy that, really. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer just being around the homies, crack jokes. Like, that's cool. Like, that's how I relieve stress.
Let me ask you a deep question. When will you enjoy that? Because I feel like if you don't start training and like learning to enjoy that now, this hunger, this chase is gonna be a chronic dissatisfaction. You're never gonna get to that point. It's gonna be like the carrot in front of the horse.
But I find, but that's cool because to me, like, you know how I always say, the journey is the reward.
I mean, you said
like
it twice.
but this is the best part.
Yeah.
But what if
why? You see, everyone thinks about this goal as a thing, but the chase is the best part.
But look at this right now, though. Your body's physically changing, and you can't have no control over that. Like, it's coming out a different way. Like, your body's trying to remind you, yo.
I am growing hair in places that I never had before.
Name 2.
Like, nah, but telling you, like, this is a sign for you to be like, hey, wake up, like, take care of yourself, and maybe it doesn't think that you're doing that.
I don't know. I'm just saying, I just enjoy the chase.
No, for sure. No, look.
You can still enjoy it.
Yeah, we're not saying you enjoy. You know, like we're not saying that you don't enjoy it. But I really wish, as a friend and as a peer, as a brother, I just wish you take some time to learn how to enjoy not doing anything and like knowing that you deserve that little break. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like a scheduled, okay, this block is where I'm just going to rest or take a nap or watch a movie. You know, even when you watch a movie or something, I think you watch it to get inspiration and to like, you know, I don't think he watches it as like, okay, man, let's really dive deep into this, you know? I mean, he does, but it's disguised into also like, you know, what ideas do I get? I'm talking about, go on a fucking yacht, go on a cruise, jump off, swim with the dolphins, talk to God, you know what I mean? Go to the bottom of the floor, get a little kelp, rub your teeth with it.
I mean, I do that, bro. Look, I go to the beach once a week. I go hiking once a week. I work out 5 days a week. I'm getting a good, healthy dose of nature and getting in tune with my body and mind, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You saying it's a healthy dose of nature sounds like it's already a measured amount of thing that you're trying to get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll keep going back to the same thing.
No, yeah. So
I think
without
you're
getting redundant,
like being in the present moment and just accepting and
without looking at life's nutrition facts.
I'm doing this, I'm doing that. These are going to help me with this and that. But like, that's a lot of actually in therapy is learning how to be okay just not doing anything. It's not about doing. It's literally about being and just being present and being like aware and like living that life. And that's so hard for a lot of people. Because we don't, as Americans and Asians, I feel like it's all about the hustle. The hustle is what we're rewarded with. Being the other way, for I think a lot of people, it's ingrained that it seems lazy to be doing that for yourself, like having alone time, enjoying just relaxing, and that I think that's like the mistake. And then we end up seeing like these like crazy people at Wall Street, just like, you know, they end up like freaking out years later, and they like have this crazy episode and their bodies are all fucked up. They have no family, friends, and you know.
Right. I feel that. Well, let's get back to work. So see what I did there, guys. See what I did there.
And break.
And no. I understand. I know what you mean. I do. I know what you mean. I keep thinking, even vacations, I think about it as like a
as like a task, you know.
Yeah. As a task.
And you know, I'm not in no way trying to say how to live, but as a friend, if your body is physically trying to say something, you know, people are saying like I might be overreacting or whatever, overthinking.
Someone said "and scene."
Yeah. Yeah, you know, but no, it's good because you deserve it, bro.
Why don't we take a 1 minute meditation break right now?
Let's do it.
Alex, could you put on some meditation music right now? It's all right. You'll find something. Don't worry. If a meditation guru like sues us for royalties,
gosh, where's the namaste?
I feel like you're going against all your principles and beliefs.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Okay, guys, here we go. Put the timer on, Alex. We're actually gonna just do a 2 minute silent meditation. You can tell us when we're done. All right? Let's close our eyes.
Everyone at home watching on Caffeine, please join us.
Was that 2 minutes or what?
Wow.
God damn, that felt like forever, didn't it?
That felt nice.
That really felt like forever.
That felt like church.
Wait, but you guys couldn't even last 2 minutes. I heard crunching of Lay's and fucking M&Ms the whole time, dude.
Nah, we were
fine.
Yeah.
That actually, I'm not gonna lie. That 2 minutes of just closing your eyes and not sleeping. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Close your eyes, stay calm, clear your head, but don't sleep.
Yeah.
And it does something.
Definitely.
Is that what meditation is? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I'm over here.
That's what
I'm
meditation
like over here
is.
nodding with you.
Yeah, sorry.
You know, you're defining meditation.
What?
Did you ever hear about
Someone said that was amazing. Like you experiencing us watching was amazing.
Nice, that's good. I'm glad.
Well,
I was in the zone. Auto zone.
Shout out to everybody tuning in and joining us in that meditation session.
Yes,
Who actually meditated with us in the chat? Or did you guys just stare at us? Oh, okay.
Some people did.
We got some people.
They did for 5 seconds.
I could never do that at church. Like I could never fully sit through the prayers.
Really?
You know? I couldn't. I was that person. Like I would always bother people around me or my sister.
Well, good luck in hell.
Whoa.
Rick, so like, are there like teachers' pets at church?
Oh yeah.
Like some people who are just better at church.
Bro, come on, dude. You know, teacher's pet is when they have those color dividers, like that you put in your books. When they have that in the Bible, with 2 different highlighters in it, it's like, bro, you don't need the pink and the yellow highlighter. You know what I mean? Like, you could tell that these guys.
I was saying you weren't a teacher's pet.
I wasn't a teacher's
I thought
pet.
you would be the church.
No, I was the teacher.
Pet.
I was the teacher.
Pastor's pet?
The pastor's pet.
That sounds really sus, by the way.
That sounds, a lot of churches split up because of that situation.
Pastor's
you know
pet.
What I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, the PP situation.
Were you PP? You're a PP, right?
PP or PK?
No,
you PK or PP?
But I mean, you were writing raps that were based around the Christian themes. That's PP. That's
God's
PP
pet,
activity.
Maybe. You know, I was
I
was
see.
God's pet. You know, the thing is, with me at that time, I was on fire for Christ. You know,
what?
I was on. Okay, so that's the term. It means like, you know, you
on
were
fire for Christ.
on
like
fire for, like,
passion.
the passion was burning. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And a teacher's pet at church is the person that wants to do everything. They want to set up the band. You know what I mean? They want to break it down.
Oh, the chairs.
You know, the chairs. You know the guy that picks up 3. You know the guy that picks up 3 and he does this. You know,
the helpers.
You were the chairs guy.
Yeah, I was the chairs
you
guy.
Were the
dude.
chairs guy. You were the chairman.
You know, I'd roll up the
Chairman Lee. Call him Chairman Lee.
Yeah,
Put that on the screen too.
I'd fucking hold the chairs like this, like a crucifix.
Yeah. I bet you broke the record for amount of chairs on each side.
Jenny, do you see this? Do you need a seat? You know, and then after I set the seat up, I'd go to the kitchen and help stir the cook. You know what I mean? Yeah, I did all that. Because the thing is, at that time, I wanted to, like, I was a people pleaser. I wanted to, like, you know, I wanted the adults to look at me and be like, wow, he's a good son, you know? Because then my parents in return gets praise from them indirectly, and then we go home and then I get complimented by my parents. It's a fucked up system.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It's a fucked up system. But yeah, I mean, I don't regret it. It was a period of my life, but it really taught me to be real with myself. You know what I'm saying? There was one time I was like, why am I doing all this?
Yeah.
Why am I doing all this? Why am I doing this for worship or for praise, or am I doing this for the acceptance and rewards of other people? You know what I mean? So then I just, carry 2 chairs.
And then you just let go of the chairs.
I carry 2
dramatically.
chairs.
You just drop the chairs. Who am I doing this for?
What am I doing this? Exactly. The cleanup became 3 times longer because I wouldn't do the stuff that I did.
They're like, we know you feel this way, but can you just help us out for God's sake?
For God's sake. Oh, you on one, baby.
All right, guys. Everyone, please hit up the Discord. We want to talk to you guys. We have a lot to talk about today. Hit us up on the Discord. Join it right now, actually. I think it's a good time to actually start talking to people.
Did you hear about Nike North America, bro?
No, what's going on?
How they stepped down because the Sun was doing the resale?
I think I read an article about it. Can you talk about that article real quick?
That's actually hilarious.
Can you tell the story real quick?
I mean, I just glimpsed. I skimmed over it, but I think a huge person, like a head of a Nike division,
the GM, they said,
is stepping down because their son had a little like illegal
reselling
operation going
business,
on.
and it was because he was getting supplied from the mom or whatever.
Yeah, dude,
wow,
that's kind of wild.
Wow, that shit is.
Think
wild.
about all the flippers, man.
That he must have had some great stuff.
But that's pretty. Stuff. I mean, but isn't that what inside trading and things like that is? Anyways, like everyone does that everywhere.
I mean, it's like my mom had a dry cleaner. I got free dry cleaning. You know what I mean? It's
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, did you take the clothes that people didn't pick up? What'd you guys do?
Oh, 100%.
What, really?
100%. We give it a 6-month period, though.
I thought you'd have more clothes for someone who was doing
that. When someone comes back at that 7th month, what do you have to say? You can't be like, my son has.
I'd be like, no. I mean, it's a thing. Like, it's a rule that we have, like fine print on the invoice, because for us, it's real estate. You know, like the conveyor system. Yeah, it's exactly. We don't want your Nietzsche for fucking 3 years. What are you talking about?
Dude, I've always wanted to grab on and like. Have you ever done that?
Of course.
Yeah, it's strong enough.
It's not.
Give us.
It cost my dad about $1,000.
Grab on and go.
Give us a couple of dry cleaner insider information.
Right. I will. Real talk. All right. When you go to the dry cleaners and they ask what kind of starch do they want on your shirt, so starch is the thing that they spray for the toughness. There's no difference between heavy and medium starch. All right, I'm just letting you know right now.
That was a weak insider.
Okay, first of all, that's the first one right now.
Okay, keep going.
Oh, go ahead.
No, because you pay more for the heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, you do. You pay more.
You pay more for the heavy. I mean, if you want heavy starch, you just go over the medium. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's kind of like the medium drink fits in the large drink thing. Boom, number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, if you have meltable buttons, do not take it to the dry cleaners because those shits will disappear.
How the hell do you know if you have meltable buttons?
Like if it's like super like flimsy plastic,
right?
Because then that's the hardest part for us. We have to like cover that up with aluminum foil so it doesn't get damaged.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's annoying.
Yeah. So if you have that, just avoid the dry cleaners.
Right.
Have you come up on something really nice before?
I'll come up with mad cash. So my parents, when they were working at the cleaners, when we were kids, even like starting at 4 years old, my mom would when you take off your dress shirts, right?
Yeah.
How do you take it off? Do you unbutton all of them and then take it off, or do you unbutton these and just pull it off like a t-shirt?
I
unbutton it, but I've done the other lazier.
So exactly, the lazy, like we hate that, because in order to clean the shirts, we have to unbutton everything. There's mad buttons. There's this line. There's the collars, and then the collars, and then there's these, right?
God, buttons.
The buttons is nuts. That's why my thumbs. That's why my thumbs is just super muscular, because I've been just unbuttoning things for fucking 15 years straight. But the best part about it is if they have a pen or have some kind of ink, and we don't check it, then it ruins the whole. It's kind of like when you do the laundry machine and everything becomes red. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's just mad money that we have to pay out. So we always have to scrounge through the pockets. And believe it or not, cash money.
Wow.
Cash money. I found $500 at one point.
Holy shit.
$500 at one point.
Return it.
We did.
What
We're a godly family. The reward wasn't the money.
All right,
the reward was the face that they made when it was like,
it was exciting to
Mr. Lee.
So when you found it, you were excited to return it.
I was like, God, are you proud of me? And then I picked up 7 chairs.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna take some calls. We got a lot of them stacking. I really am loving these episodes now because the callers are just regular and people are just calling in.
Oh, for sure.
All right, let's take the first call from Bueno Power. What's up, Bueno?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep, how are you?
What up, Bueno?
I'm pretty good, guys. How you guys doing today?
We're good. What's on your mind, buddy?
Well, actually, so this is actually a question for Steffi.
Alex, you think you can turn off the AC? I can't hear.
Yep, Steffi.
Yeah.
All right, so I just recently added you on Instagram, and I guess this is the one for Dumb as well too.
Can I?
So it was an Insta story that came up, and you were at a party, and you were next to somebody, and I looked at the tag, and it was Sandy Kim.
Yeah, that's the homegirl.
That's she's a photographer.
Right, exactly. I've been following her for like 10 years. She's actually one of my biggest influences in photography.
She's amazing.
She's like very like inspiring to a lot of us, at least here in the film photography world, and whatnot. But anyway, what's your guys' relationship with her? Because it's kind of weird to kind of see like two of these worlds sort of like combine. You know what I mean?
Well, we met through a mutual friend, and we started following each other through IG. And then she's hired me before for I was a model for Skims. She hired me to be for one of her jobs, and then since then we've just been friends. We were kind of like talking about we kind of like related with the like relationship world. We have similar like relationship patterns, I guess, and so like that's kind of how we became friends. And I've hung out with her more on Clubhouse now, and I don't know, we've been just like hanging out. She's such a good person. She's a very sweet person. Not only is she super talented, and she's very humble.
But that's a cool thing about like just being in LA. You know, you see a lot of people that I love her stuff too. I was following her before I actually met her in person, and I always thought her shit was so dope.
Yeah.
And then you meet her, and then she's mad cool. We just become friends, and we're all just hanging out. You know what I mean? But a lot of the peoples that I think a lot of times on Instagram could be intimidating if you follow someone's work,
right?
And you're like, you put them kind of like in this area, like, oh shit, they're amazing, and they seem unreachable.
Yeah.
And you meet them, and you're like, oh, you're cool. Like we could actually probably just hang out and stuff. But that's kind of a situation where
I think if you're an artist, any form of like creative, it's just easy to like hang out with other creatives, right?
Yeah.
And if you have something else in common, that's great.
For sure.
And so.
But I do know she was super humble. Like,
she's awesome.
Night,
yeah, she's.
I had no
sweet.
idea who she was, and I saw her work. I was like, oh my god.
And we've both been trying to work on being friends with more. I think like Korean American. We both. I think I hear the story a lot, especially on Clubhouse, how like a lot of Asian Americans, they're always like the one token Asian American or something like that. And I think we both were kind of coming from that place, and so it was easy for us to kind of. We both wanted to put that intention of like meeting more girlfriends that were.
I think there's this thing going on with Asian Americans like really getting back to their roots. This, like right now more than ever. Like in the 90s you had like the black community that got really Afrocentric and like going back to the motherland kind of wave.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of happening with the Asian community right now. Because for a long time, when you heard like Asian kids that didn't grow up with Asian people, they were almost like ashamed to be Asian. Now it's like the complete opposite. They want to lean into it even more,
for sure, and
get more in tune with Asian people. So I don't know. I think it's an interesting kind of wave going on. So,
I asked that because it for me, because last time I called was about a couple of weeks ago. We were talking about Asian representation and whatnot, and you guys were speaking about some of the violence that's been going on. And what's crazy is that for Sandy, she was the only person in the photography world that represented kind of Asian American photography.
Right.
And I couldn't think of anybody else who had done that. And so, I mean, at least for me, it was sort of natural to kind of like, go towards that and see her work is brutal. I mean,
Asian American, but also just generally being female. Like it's, I don't think I've ever, like in my years that I've done, been modeling, I've not worked with an Asian American female photographer.
She's
on a high scale.
I mean, but on the level of like just involvement with culture, she's just beasting, pop culture.
Yeah. But I could see why people want to work with her, because if you know her, she just gets along with everyone. She's like not like intimidating or anything like that. She's just a very sweet person.
I think that's a huge part of photography. It's like a big part of it is access, and you create access and relationships by you being a certain type of energy and a certain type of person. Think about some of the great photographers in the past, like in the New York street scene and stuff like that. A lot of that was just access. For sure. Everyone had a camera, but it was like, can you get this access?
Yeah, for sure. Like, we don't want you here,
And that part's so important, is like having, someone of color or someone of a different background to be in a position of power like that. Yeah. Because they're the ones that are going to be representing and putting on, other models of different diversity back on. So it's like, I don't know, like she's just a great example of someone that does that.
Yeah, shout out to Sandy.
She's amazing,
That's incredible. She's actually a beast. Well, thank you, Bueno.
Man. But yeah, guys, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys taking my call, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.
Wait, hopefully we can get her on the pod at some point. That'd be dope.
That'd be really cool.
That'd be really sick.
Yes, please do.
Awesome. Thanks, Bueno.
Cool. Thank you, Bueno. Appreciate
we got Niceberg.
We got Niceberg with us.
What's up, Niceberg?
What's up, Nice?
Yo, dog, I gotta take you to the voice acting classes, my guy.
The
acting's a little bit off lately, you know.
The what?
What?
The what? The what?
What do you mean?
I said, I think I remember, like, I don't know, the last like few months we were trying to do like different accents, and I'm like, I don't know.
Oh, the accents.
Oh yeah. I mean, come on, my accent's been trash, bro.
He's
like,
stuck with the Monty Python voice. That's all it is, man.
My accents have been trash. I'm not over here trying to I'm not trying to pull off a New Yorker and shit. Like,
I mean, it's not.
What'd you say?
Though,
This new one is this lording one that you do.
Oh yeah,
Nice Lord one.
yeah, but I'm not. What do you think? I'm Asian. I'm not gonna ever be in a period piece in the fucking medieval times. Like, if I'm gonna be building a railroad in a period piece, like, what the fuck you want me to do?
Come on.
You think I'm gonna be in the Renaissance time with a feathery pen, like signing off on a fucking document? I'm Asian, bro. I will never get casted for that role.
The funny thing is, he can't even do an Asian accent.
That shit's the hardest to do. For real.
He can't even do an Asian.
You know, if you want to be bad at doing it, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, no. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I was really great at accents. You know what I'm saying? I know friends who are really great at different accents, but a lot of times I don't even have desires to do accents in auditions.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel comfortable doing it.
Right.
Like for instance, the only accent I'd be asked to do is like Asian accent or maybe a British accent, right? Because if I was playing like someone in the UK or something, the Asian accent, I feel cringe already. And that's not to say there aren't roles that may require an Asian accent, you know?
Right.
But sometimes when you don't even need it for the character, like that makes me cringe.
It's not even the whole like you guys are trying to take us back. It's like it just sounds weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we grew up so traumatized by the Asian accent, when you have to do it, you're like fuck. And then the British accent, like that should be the easiest to me. The only accent I can do, I will say, is a Southern accent.
You
kind of have a Southern drawl.
Because I kind of already have like a little Southern twang when I talk. I feel like I have a little mixture of like Valley white girl, hip hop, and the Southern accent. Those are my three, and a white boy, like and a little Latino too. Right. I have a little because I was growing up in LA, and I have a little. I
don't hear the white boy. You always say you have a white boy.
I have a little bit of a surfer,
for sure,
like a surfer vibe kind of accent.
Hold on, my G, Niceberg. You're not gonna come onto the stream and say Dumb needs to work on his accent without you doing one. You know what I'm saying?
What if this is a whole accent?
I'm not scared.
Word. Okay, give me your best accent, whatever you're most confident with.
Wait, hold on. Let's see. Let's do a Brit. Let's just give him one.
Okay.
Do the British one.
Go ahead, bro.
You know, I'm from West End. You know, so
hold
out here. You know,
that's
and all
actually
this COVID
really good.
Stuff.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Good.
Is that Daniel Kaluuya? What the fuck is that?
Let me see your best Asian accent, and don't worry, we won't get offended.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, I'm not ready for this, bro. I'm not ready for this.
No, it's okay. I give you the pass. I give you the pass.
No. I don't want to all of a sudden hate Niceberg for no reason.
You trying to set me up still.
Nah. But the English accent was on point. That was
pretty on point.
I was like, damn, be on Top Boy.
Yeah,
and
my
shit.
spare time, I do like a lot of when I'm bored, I do like a lot of accents. Like recently, I've been doing Boston. So
give us your Boston accent. Do your Boston.
Give me the Saudi.
You guy from Southie, you know it's
No,
it's hard.
I don't hear
it's hard out here, you know. Hold on.
No.
Wahlberg.
You sound
Mark Wahlberg. Is that right? I don't know why. No.
From Boston, the Knicks, the Lakers, they don't really do what we do out here.
Okay.
When you go to fucking Fidelity Field, all right, look at Tom Brady. He's not there anymore.
Yo. Niceberg.
Now he won a Super Bowl, so you know it is what it is. You know.
Yo, Niceberg stood up and he's doing hand motions right now. He's doing hand motions right now.
He sounds like a nervous Bill Burr right
now.
You sound like a.
Hey, let's go grab a Wahlburger for Tom Brady, huh? Let's go grab a Wahlburger and some chowder for Tom Brady.
Shout out to my Bostonians.
All right. All right. Well, nice birthday to Colin.
I know it was hella random. I'm sorry.
No, I appreciate it. We went through a journey
man.
of you shitting on my accent, doing an accent, and all right, that was great.
That was
Thanks,
good.
Niceberg. Appreciate it, bro.
It's like Minority Report's worst nightmare right there.
Very much.
Peace, buddy.
Have a good week.
You too, brother.
You too.
All right, Bora.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, homie?
I just want to touch on what you guys were talking about earlier about like dumb stress and stuff. You know, there was like a study once. It was really interesting. But Easterners and Westerners actually experience depression or stress differently. Like, you know, we as Americans, when we think of depression, we think like, you know, I don't want to get out of bed. You know, nothing is like worth doing or anything. But in Easterners, they don't. They're like, I just feel tired all the time. You know, that's like typically the kind of like the traits that they feel. And I just want to, you know, talk about like how everybody's body chemistry is like kind of different. And, you know, you should just be aware that maybe you just process stress in a different way.
No, you're right. You're right. I definitely
true.
agree with that. And I think you guys were kind of mentioning that, right?
Yeah, I know like in Korean culture, like a lot of times, like, you know, when your mom or your parents get mad, instead of like them being like, I'm mad, they can't express it. It's just like, oh, like it's like my back, or like, you know, I have, you know, I have to go lie down. It comes out as physical forms. Right. And so I could see how that could potentially be something.
I will say, when I was a kid, I feel like I relieved stress by getting my ass whooped. You ever feel like that? Like you get your ass whooped and you let out a good cry and you go into the bathroom and go, and then you're like, after a while, you're like kind of relaxed.
Okay, we need to fix that.
Sorry.
I've never
was that some trauma right there? That's some trauma.
We need to break that cycle.
All right. Well,
that was kind of sad.
Yeah.
All right, that's too much to unpack for one day. But
yeah,
yeah, Bora, you're right. I mean, I guess there is some level of stress that is coming out through my grinding teeth. I got to get to the root of it. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of lack of sleep, and I am tired.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do the task and do my work, but I am tired.
Yeah.
But
I think it comes with everything. With healing, you need to first acknowledge that there is a situation.
That's
you know?
true.
So I mean, I'm really glad that we even brought this up on the podcast, so you could think about it a little bit more.
But it's funny, mouth guards just seem like a Band-Aid or something to like a problem.
I think it's an internal problem. Yeah, like more of a psychological problem.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what?
sure.
You know what's really interesting? I've always wondered the effects of like spirituality on mental health, because I'm not a very religious person, but when you look at kind of older like indigenous groups like Native Americans and all that, or you just look at religion in general, there's a lot of answers to things that give people anxiety, right? And there's a lot of rituals that allow you to connect to like some spiritual power. And I don't know, I always feel like it's kind of lacking, especially like in America. You know, like in America, there's such a high amount of like mental health issues.
Right.
But we don't really have any practices that, you know, allow us to do those like rituals or like religion for spiritual ideas that allow us to, you know, maybe have better mental health.
But to me, I'm sorry, continue. Yeah, but all I'm saying, like what you said, I understand what you're saying, but I feel like when you look at spiritual practices from an outside perspective that's not spiritual, there's already some mental and physical relief you're doing, like praying, you're staying calm, breathing, like, you know what I'm saying? There's like a lot of elements, or you go on a Sunday and you hear the good word from the pastor, right?
If you quote
how often
one more time,
sorry,
good word.
Sorry,
if you quote good word one more time.
No, but what I'm saying is, you go on a Sunday, and how often do you have like a dude yelling out like positive things to you, positive affirmation to you? You know, throughout the week. Right. Like I don't go to church, but one day I went a couple years back, and and it felt nice of a dude just kind of like saying some positive things to you. I did feel a little different. It woke me up in a different way. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, there's things in spiritual practices that feel like it's some kind of mental and physical.
How do you feel like you get that now, though?
How do I what?
That feeling of like, oh, you feel like relieved and, you know, stress relief, the way you did when you went to church for that day.
to his accolades, I think.
I don't know. In a sense, like this feels like stress relief to me, coming on this pod and just talking to people and just yelling from the top of my lungs and cracking jokes.
It gives you release, like a physical body release.
But I think I got to figure out a way, because I don't know. I keep telling myself that this venting and me sharing my thoughts and stuff is stress relief. I don't know if it really is.
Because you're talking so much. And like when you hear of people going to like spiritual retreats and things or in a church, it's a lot of silence. It's a lot of tranquility and quiet. That's a good point. Which is the opposite of what you're.
And also, we're under the umbrella of creating content as well. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. So we do have an underlying like job or work assignment based type of feel.
Exactly, it is a form of like entertainment. Like you're constantly. It is work. You're not getting paid, but it's like it's work.
And we don't want a Venn diagram to the point where it's like, oh yeah, this is our therapy, but it's actually stressful. You know, right. I think the worst stress is the ones that you can't recognize. You know what I mean? Like the stuff that you hold, like, secrets or like skeletons or like, just stuff like that you just keep, like that's the things that create, even worse things in your body.
For sure.
And sometimes you don't even know you're holding on to that, like how I'm holding on to my chest right now. So it's just kind of like, just letting it out without the cameras on, just with people that you love, or even with yourself. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and then share it on Instagram.
And then share it on Instagram, exactly. But Bora, before we move on, that was a very interesting case that you brought up, because over here in America, some of the therapy is just going out and buying more stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's the worst.
It's going out there and getting more, working harder to make more money, to buy things that you don't need to make you feel better at that moment.
Yeah.
And it's kind of crazy. It's like, yo, you definitely open my eyes with that.
That is crazy that we do call it,
retail
therapy. Retail therapy, right?
Mm-hmm. I love it. But it's not good.
But what is that? What is the idea behind retail therapy? Why does that make us feel
I think
better?
Material things, well, new definitely gives us a sense of like excitement, right? Something new, so new piece of clothing. But also the idea of spending. I know that it's a science. Like I don't know which hormone, but it releases like serotonin or something like that. Yeah, it actually does, and that's why we keep doing it over and over again.
Some people brought up some good points. Someone said ownership.
Yeah.
Another person said instant gratification.
Right.
I think it's about having like the tangible thing in front of you, like as a representation of like your success or money or whatever. But I do think there's a lack of the spirituality sense. It doesn't really help your soul. It doesn't help your mental health.
Right.
I'm with you, boy.
I'd be willing to bet that you probably spend a lot of time like thinking about like content and stuff like that. Like even when you're like consuming what should be like entertainment or media, you're probably thinking about how that could be applied, or like something similar with the work you're doing. And so even when you're like supposed to be relaxing, you're probably still working.
No, you're right. You're right. Definitely. I'm constantly thinking about my goals, right? And it could be unhealthy.
And I could see that, I could see that. And it, honestly, the same thing that I like admire the most about you, it makes me worry the most too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get it. I know I have this problem. Now I'm saving tons of money on therapy right now. Appreciate it.
That's probably why meditation, I would probably look into it, because I think sometimes just turning off your brain, but not in the like sit in front of your TV and watch something kind of way, but like
I think your way of
stop your thoughts.
I think his way of relaxing, what I notice is like you watch TV or like you watch a movie, but you might also, like you were saying, it's like you're maybe studying it.
Right.
But you know what? The most fun I've seen him have is we went to a comedy show. Yeah. Like, small
this
group.
Past weekend, actually, like an outdoor comedy show.
And he like couldn't stop laughing. I've never seen you so happy. Like you were just like watching.
Yeah, I was really high. I was stoned, but I was crying. I was crying of laughter.
Yeah.
But let me tell you who.
You shed a tear?
He shed a tear, and I was like, "This is the first time I'm seeing you crying." He said he hadn't cried in like a long, like
but it's a different cry. It's a different cry.
Yeah, he hasn't cried since '96, I believe.
The fact of ever seeing your eyes water was crazy.
It's probably not the cry I needed, but it was a cry nevertheless.
But it was enough for me to be like, "He's human."
But let me shout out the comedian we saw. It was so fucking hilarious. Probably one of the best stand-up sets I've seen in a while. Fahim Anwar.
Oh yeah.
So look up Fahim Anwar on Instagram. He's been in the scene forever. He's like an Afghanistan dude. He does a lot of stuff with Hassan Minaj on Patriot Act. Like they came up together in the game. Right. Like in college, they were in a comedy troupe together. Fool is hilarious, bro. His Instagram clips are fucking funny. Just look him up. Fahim Anwar. Man. Well, Bora, thanks for calling, brother.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Gems, man.
I don't want to take too much time. I just want to do a quick shout out to my friend Pablo. Stop snitching on me. All right, you guys have a great day. Take it
Bye.
easy.
Yeah, there you go. The first shout. The other people don't
that's
shout out
actually-
anybody.
Wow.
I want to see like a love.
Yo, we should actually
a love
ask them to
shout-out.
do that. Like, yo, do you have anyone to shout out?
Nah,
you know?
if they want to do it, just let
True,
them do
true,
it.
I want
Yo,
like a love shout out.
I love
Yeah,
shout
yeah.
out.
If
Like,
you guys got any
like
loved
someone
ones
that
you
they
want to
love.
shout
A
out
little
at the
shoot
end of
your
it,
shot.
yeah, shout them out. They're probably not listening, but shout them out.
Yeah.
Yo, I gotta say, this is a record-breaking number of callers.
Yeah, I've never
we've
I know.
seen
I'm
this.
a
We have
little
a
overwhelmed
huge
right now.
stack
Also,
right now.
new names.
Like, I need to
names
use
I've
the
never
restroom. I
seen.
saw that. I didn't even need to use the bathroom,
You
but
can go
I
use
think
it.
I need to. No.
Okay, we got Bianca next. Let's get it.
Bianca.
Bianca, we're gonna give it 3 seconds. 3, 2,
I hear him.
1. Okay.
Oh,
let's-
jumping
let's-
out
let's
alive.
go next
Okay.
one. Elliot.
was
Hi.
good.
Oh, Bianca.
Sorry, Elliot.
We'll get to you next, to Elliot. Bianca, you keep jumping out of our thing. Oh, is she there?
Hello.
There you go.
Hi.
There
What's
you go.
up?
Oh my God. Sorry.
It's all
all
good.
good.
What's
Hi.
up? We're
Okay.
glad you're connected now.
Wait, how do I put this on my speaker?
I don't know. You can't hear us? You
Okay,
sound
whatever.
great.
It's cool. I hear you guys.
Are you first time
oh my
caller?
God. Yes, I've like listened to you guys before, obviously, but yeah, I was like, I'm out of work early today. Let me hop on.
Oh, you're on. Thanks for calling.
How are you
Shit.
guys doing? Oh
Good.
my God, like you guys are awesome. Like thank you for just being out here representing the Asian community. Like listening to your podcast has made me feel like, oh, there's other people who are like me, and that was just nice to have.
Wow, that's what's up.
Where are you calling from, Bianca?
From Philly.
You calling from Philly?
Philly. And I'm
Yeah.
assuming, are you Asian? Is that why you said that? Or when you said?
Yeah, I'm Korean.
Oh, okay. Cool,
I
cool.
already.
You heard
You
Korean.
heard it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
heard
I
that?
didn't hear
How can you-
Korean.
She had that smack. The Korean.
You see, I should have played like
She had that
Minority
lip
Report,
smack.
but she already said like listening to you.
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
like
yeah,
me, so.
yeah. There was. Did you know what I'm talking about?
Actually-
There was that little, like the beauty salon smack.
Okay,
What is
now
this
I'm
that
telling
smack
you, I
you're talking
know.
about?
realizing that.
Word. No, it's not a bad thing. It's just the idiosyncrasies. I listen for the idiosyncrasies. You know what I mean? But Bianca, I could tell you Korean. What's up, Queen? What's up, 215?
Not much, quarantine, trying to get through this winter. I'm so over it. But you guys are in California, so it's nice. It's been freezing here.
I forget what snow
Yeah.
looks like. I mean, shit.
Bianca, do you have a tongue ring?
I don't know.
Okay. For some reason, I got tongue
I hear
vibes.
the little.
I got
ding,
tongue
ding,
ring
ding,
vibes.
ding,
I
ding,
thought.
ding,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, that's so
Okay.
weird. Now
So you
I'm
thought
gonna
my
be, like,
lip
thinking
smack was
about
weird.
how I talk.
Dude, I feel no. It's her first time, you guys.
I feel like
Chill out.
Do you know?
Chill
Do you
out.
know? Like other Koreans in Philly? Like, are you in that little circle of other Koreans there?
See, this is my thing. I know they're here, but I don't know. I feel like Korean people don't like me. That's my thing. That's
Okay,
always
let's
been my thing.
let's get to this root of this because we like you and we after talking to you for about like 2 minutes, So, have you given it a chance? Like, have you gone out and made some Korean friends?
I'm honestly, the amount of people, I've lived in Philly for like 7 years now.
Okay.
I've probably met like 5 to 8 Korean people, but like people my age who could relate to me, maybe only like 4 Korean
Right.
people, to be honest.
Right. Where are you originally from, Bianca?
I'm from Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 20. I just turned 25 last month.
Nice.
25. I feel like 25. There's a community of chill 25-year-old cats in Philly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
For sure. I love Philly. Philly's cool, but I'm actually trying to move out to LA within the next couple
Okay.
of years.
Shit.
Well, you're in for a treat. It's the weather was what 70 something right
Yeah,
now.
It's incredible right now.
Do you
It's
want to
sorting
have
myself.
more Asian friends?
I do. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Cool.
Why is that?
To
Is that
find
recent?
People... Honestly, yeah.
It is, right?
Mm.
I feel like a lot
Yeah.
of us since like last year really
Mm.
have been looking for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's more awareness and there's more pride in our community now.
Right.
You know, Asian American community specifically.
But I also think it's a lot of
in Asia has had pride forever. A little bit too much pride. But
for me, it's just like having so much time by myself and like reconsidering my life and like all these thoughts I have always come down to like, oh, what happened to me as a child, or like what are like the root problems or these root issues, and that has to do with like knowing like my identity, right? Like knowing like where this side of me, like the Asian side of me, and like you can't really do that unless you're relating to other people similar to you a lot of times.
Yeah,
I mean, I agree.
Yeah, go ahead, Bianca. Have you been to SRB at all?
No,
it's a Korean restaurant in Philly.
Yeah, Sorabol.
Yeah, our boy Chef Chris Cho. You know, if you want to get a nice little Korean meal over there, make some friends, I'll make some calls, you know what I mean?
I've definitely been there for sure.
Okay, cool.
What, you about to set up a friendship brunch?
Yo, you about to set
a Korean friendship brunch
at
KFB?
Yo,
you about to set up the KFB?
Let's do it, dude.
Yo,
get a little Korean food and a little Ritas after. I know what it is.
Yo, the Bianca brunch invites the Koreans of Philly to join her to make new friendship bonds.
Bond over bop.
Bond over bop. The Bianca brunch event of the year.
That's hilarious. I mean, I appreciate you guys, you know, hearing me out about that, even though I didn't really give you a choice. I kind of just said it, but it's just been something that I've always wanted to, like, I guess say if I ever had the chance to.
So. We appreciate you sharing that.
I think it's great. I like hearing that because it feels very honest what you're saying, and it's not something that everyone here is unfamiliar with. You know, we've been there. I mean, I sound very, you know, Asian centric in the way I conduct this podcast and very unapologetically Asian, but I wasn't always here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, I didn't have many Korean friends or Asian friends in general. I'm from Koreatown, but I actually felt like an outsider here. So I think that's a journey that everyone kind of goes through on their own, and there's nothing to be ashamed of.
And also, it's everyone's own timing. You know what I mean? There's no rush, there's no early, there's no late. It just happens when you feel it in your heart to come back or like kind of bond back, because it's like fate, like religion or something. If someone tries to shove it in, it's like you back away from it. But it's cool that you feel that and your heart's tugging that way.
I do have to say it takes practice of like starting to hang out with other people that are Asian American, because it's not like just because they're Asian American, like you said, like it's you're gonna like them.
Yeah, you're gonna need a gateway Asian.
Oh yeah,
you will need a gateway Korean.
I know a guy.
We're the gateway
That's
Asian.
the thing. I'll be the only Asian person anywhere I go all the time. It's wild. I'm like, why do I not go to the same people or the same places that Asian people go to? But
you just need one gateway Korean. You know what I'm saying? That'll open up the shit.
For sure.
I mean, in 5 years from now, you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, I can't believe I'm burying a jar of kimchi in my backyard." And you're gonna be like, "When did this happen?" You know what I mean? But it takes time.
Oh my god!
But much love, Bianca. Please tune in, call in anytime.
Yeah, thanks for calling in, Bianca.
Guys.
Peace.
All right, we got Elliot. I feel like E.T.
What's good?
Elliot. That's did you hear my impersonation?
Yeah, I did.
Elliot.
Holy shit.
That was E.T.
Yo.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Come on, Niceberg. You hear that?
What's up, Elliot?
What's up? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Are you calling for the first time, or have you called?
Yeah, I am.
Oh wow. We got some first time callers today. What's up, man?
What's up?
Where you calling from, brother?
I'm actually calling from England.
You calling from England?
Ooh.
England.
Are you sure this is a Niceberg fucking with us? What's good, man?
Oh, I've been good. I've been a fan for a really long time, ever since the Itchy Ma remix.
Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
No, it was really good. That was like the first, like that whole like first 88 Rising thing, because I'm actually like mixed, and I've grown up in like the West, and my mom is she's adopted she was adopted into Sweden.
Oh,
like,
wow.
So I never really had that like Asian connection at all, you know, because my mom grew up with like white parents, all of that. And so that whole like first 88 Rising movement was like the first time, you know, I kind of like connected with the Asian roots.
That's good to hear. Each of my remix was great. It had the hardest verse on that shit.
I think so.
Okay.
Reptilians, come on.
What's on your mind, bro? Is there anything you want to talk to us about?
You know, I've been thinking a lot about the Asian attacks recently. and like it's America, and like I didn't even realize it was like here. It's a thing as well, you know. There was like 300 in June or something,
right?
Which is crazy.
How's the temperature in UK? Is it?
It was really cold for a long time. But
no, I'm sorry. The temperature, like the attacks. Sorry, I try to be fancy for no reason. Yeah, like are Asians getting attacked out there?
Yeah, no, there was one yesterday. I think it was like a 37-year-old lecturer got attacked.
I saw that. His mouth got bloodied up, right?
Yeah. But the thing about here is like, and this is why I'm kind of concerned, is the fact that like, especially like we don't have that like Asian people, like the Asian celebrities that can like speak out about it. You know what I mean? Like the closest thing we have is like, I don't know if you follow football, but like Heung-min Son, you know? That's the only like British, like the Asian person that like British people like, you know about in media. So we kind of don't have that bubble to like share, you know, the like what's going on. So I'm kind of worried that it's not going to be like a big talked about thing here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out Son. He plays for what? Did he play for? What is it? Tottenham. Yeah.
Oh, you knew that?
I mean, yeah. I'm not a huge soccer fan, but this dude's a goat out there.
Right.
Heung-min Son.
Yeah.
He is.
Heung-min Son's a beast, bro. I mean, he played for the World Cup team.
So damn, that's crazy. That point that you just made, because there isn't much Asian representation in the media, it might not even be really brought to the surface like that, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, I mean, in a sense, that's the only reason it's being brought up here.
Right.
It's because there's been a huge wave of Asian representation recently. You know what I'm saying? So
damn, that's crazy. And you're saying you're half Asian as well?
Yeah, I'm half Korean. So half Swedish. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, great. That's
I've lived
combination. You know,
that
Swedish
is a
people,
great combination.
the most beautiful
yeah,
people.
You're about to be
How
a fucking
tall
model.
are you?
At the moment, well, I'm only 17. I'm 18 in like a couple of days.
Ooh.
But at the moment, I'm just hitting 6 foot. So,
Wow.
Oh, this motherfucker's gonna be a
He's
L'Oreal
got growing
deal.
to do.
He's about to get a L'Oreal deal or something.
I know, man. Sent by Elliot.
Hi, I'm Elliot. I'm
Nice,
Swedish
bro.
and Korean.
Talk to me. How you feel? How's your heart feeling during these days, man?
I don't know. I think it's really weird, like, because I live in like a really weird part of England. Like it's kind of like really like posh, you know. Like apart from like, there's a lot of exchange students in my school because I go to like a boarding school. There's like a lot of Asian exchange students at my school, but they all left last year because of Corona.
Right.
So like now my kind of like my whole Asian base, you know, all my Asian friends are like gone.
Right.
So especially in these times, like I don't know how. Obviously, I have like white friends as well, you know, like I've got heaps of them, but I think it's going to be kind of like tough to like keep this side, you know.
Yeah.
Because I feel like especially like us, like it's important to have both sides, you know.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, Elliot, one good news is just Fun with Dumb is a pretty big community, and we have some UK people here too, like Mac Easy, Crazy Brit Asian. You know, maybe you guys could link up and share these sentiments.
Nah.
It's good,
No,
like just having camaraderie with each other.
Yeah, no, I know about his podcast, Crazy Brit Asian. Yeah.
That's
nice.
what's up. Well, Elliot, thanks for calling in, bro.
Thanks for calling in, bro.
Cheers, man.
YOX stays with you, baby. Peace.
We got Nananini. Nananini.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
How is everybody
We're
today?
good. We're good. Excellent. How are you?
I'm good. It's my first time tuning in to you guys in a minute. Usually I'm like watching after you already posted it, so.
Thanks for tuning in. It's a really busy episode. A lot of people calling in right now.
How come you decided to actually watch it live this time?
I was just sitting in front of my my computer and I got a notification. Yo, Dumbfounded's about to go live. And I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm not doing anything. So here we are.
That's cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, what's on your mind?
I was tuning in live in the summertime, so I actually that's the last time I think that I was like really live with you guys. But anyway,
probably during Dumb World or something. Yeah. What's on
was
your
that
mind?
English?
I'm sorry, I was eating like a chip while I was saying that. Yeah. What's on your mind though?
What's that?
What's on your mind?
Oh, I was enjoying, listening to you guys talk about everything today, but I wanted to get you creative people's feedback on something, which is actually just about sharing yourself with other people. Because obviously you guys have been doing, the live stream, the podcast for a minute, and shit gets kind of deep on here, very personal, not exactly lightweight convos with, your followers on IG or whatever, like, talking about personal stuff, mindfulness, religion, spirituality.
Right.
But I'm a creative person as well, actually. And I have a hard time, I guess, like separating myself from my creative process so that I can actually just share things with people. If that makes sense. Like I start to get too obsessed about how it's going to be received,
right,
or how I'm going to be perceived because I'm talking about something personal. And I don't know, I admire people that can kind of just go out and say what's on their mind. Also, your face is there. It's not anonymous, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you are really sharing somewhat deep things about yourself, personal stories, personal anecdotes, in a way that seems like you don't care much about how you're being perceived. So how do you get to that point?
Well, first of all, which your problem with that is very common. All of us have gone through it. Mm-hmm. It's a vicious cycle that sometimes we still continue to do. Sharing things now is even harder.
Right.
You got people are quick to attack you on any opinion, cancel you. And obviously there's things that are, people have done that's terrible. I'm not going to go into a whole conference about cancellations and all that. That's a whole nother thing.
But it is a tip.
But in general, nowadays, it's very difficult. Like people have those worries. I even have those worries about what I say. And coming onto a podcast every week, I start getting passionate and fiery about certain topics, and I tread lightly sometimes. Yeah. And I hate myself sometimes for doing that, honestly.
Even comedic bits,
I've never been the type of guy to do that. And all of a sudden, why am I going backwards when I started loosening up more about being myself, sharing my opinions? So I have a problem with that. It does suck.
Yeah.
It does suck. I think for you in general, just taking it down a notch, just to like for you to share your work, right? I think that is a process, but just understanding, like those fears of what people are going to think, you're going to have to face that eventually if you do want to share your work, right? Yeah. And it's better to do it now than later. Like what you think the worst is going to happen, you can't like make that criticism less worse by just keep working on your craft, to be honest, because someone's still going to hate it 10 years later, 20 years later, after you like try to perfect it. So just understand, it's like the criticism is going to come anyways. Mm-hmm. Do you want it to come now, or do you want it to come like way later and you like look back 10 years later and you're like, fuck, I should have put that out then. Mm-hmm. Right. I think it's just a matter of that. I know that's not really, doesn't sound that optimistic. I mean, but it's just like you're going to get shitted on either way, but that's the realness of it,
For
it's
sure.
It's not actually getting shitted on that worries me because I shit on myself a lot, you know what I mean? I end up being like biggest critic of myself. So it's not like someone's going to say something to me that's going to surprise me. It's just that for whatever reason, there's like a blockage that stops me from wanting to like share personal things,
Oh, personal things. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
And like, it's weird because I do really enjoy music, and I have since I was a kid, but whenever I would have to perform, I would like, my heart would be out of my chest, beating so fast. Like I'm fucking scared out of my mind about sharing in a public space. Right. But I would sing to my heart's content, when I was in my room and shit. So my neighbors would be like, damn, girl, in here.
Right.
But I just break down when it has to be a performance.
I hear you. One thing, I used to do piano recitals back in the day, and that was the most nerve-wracking thing for me. Like when I was looking at the program and I was like 2 names before, no matter how well I prepared and I memorized the piece, the heaviness in my legs, the butterflies, like to the point where it was almost debilitating. You know what I mean? Like it was pumping out of my stomach so much. And I remember my piano teacher saying this once to me, and it changed my life. She was like, that nervousness that you feel, that's the anxiety for making sure that you're going to blow this out the water. this, like, you care about this. You're such an artist and you're such a performer that you actually give such a shit about this that you're feeling this nervousness. It's not nervousness from under preparation or like your lack of something or your shortcomings, but it's just you worried about, okay, how am I going to deliver this thing exactly the way I want to? And, you know, just listening to you and what you said earlier about how are people going to receive what I'm going to say. I think when you have, like, you got to have a counsel too. You got to have some friends around you that you could kind of share first, you know,
I agree with that.
Get a little feedback from too, you know what I mean? Just a little audience before the audience.
I agree with that, and I would say what you said is right. That feeling of like anxiety or excitement, I call it excitement sometimes. Like, if you have like a stand-up show or performance, you're not feeling nervous before it. Like, I don't know how much you care about it, really.
I don't know how much you have left.
You know, and so I think a part of you feeling that way also tells you that, like, you want to share these things, and you want to, you know, tell people, and you kind of express yourself too. So I do agree. Like, I think just a quick like way to take a step is what you just said about that counsel. Just have a few people that you can go to and share these things with. Everybody has it in any creative field.
Right.
You kind of like test it out. It's a testing ground.
It's a testing ground.
It's also inspiring to be around somebody that is always doing that. Not just somebody, but like a group of people that you see always putting their work out there. It almost like inspires you to do it too, or feel like, and they'll you know, help you feel like strong about it too. And you know, sometimes you just need somebody to start that process for you, and then once it's out there, I feel like it just gets easier when you practice it. I still have that issue. I still like constantly, I like made multiple TikToks and I still can't like put it out there. Like I'm embarrassed or something. You know?
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, us too. It's still a work in progress for all of us as well.
You know, that bit about having the, you know, the pre-audience is really key. And I don't know, maybe I just don't trust them enough because they're singing my praises. I feel like it can't be true for some reason.
Oh, you know? No. You see, you don't have the right counsel. You gotta have the counsel that's gonna.
But also, why not? Why would we even think that they're not right? Like, why not just think that it is right? Like,
that's just me, my own insecurity. I have to work through.
But that's
recognize
like
that.
No, totally. But like, at least you have that. At least it's not like somebody next to you that's like, oh, that's actually bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's better.
I feel like I would prefer it. Is that fucked up?
No, then you would never put your work out there. And the point is,
maybe I would. They would say it's shit, and I would just say, okay, it's shit. So I'm putting shit out.
Yeah, that's why I do think you need some real heads around you that aren't just yes men. You know, I am not a yes man with my friends. I will say my opinion. Like, sometimes I'm just too negative. Like, they're like,
okay, I give up my dreams.
I need that. I'm somebody that needs positive reinforcement.
Right. That's your love language.
I guess, yeah. It's like, I grew up being shitted on. Like, I didn't like that. I do better when people are like being positive around me.
I'm the same way.
Right? Like,
I need that word of encouragement.
Yeah, and at some point, I think it's like just a thing of like people pleasing or whatnot. But it's just like, that is what I work better in.
Well, one thing that I will say is I think the way people perceive how the words of positive reinforcement and stuff is different. Like, I learned when I went to an open mic when I was younger, and they were so rough. Like, you know, they'd boo you off stage and you know, interrupt you, snatch the mic when you weren't good. They encourage the crowd to start chanting, please pass the mic during your performance if they're not feeling you. The same way Apollo takes you off the stage, right, in Harlem. And, like, they did that, and something clicked in me the way, like, you know, Daniel-san in Karate Kid, where you're like washing the car and all of a sudden Mr. Miyagi throws a punch and you block the punch, and you realize this hard work and all this bullshit fucking chores that you were given turns into something else that helps you.
For sure.
And that's how I saw that. When they were booing me, I'd say, I used to hate them. I was like, fuck, you guys don't know talent, blah, blah, blah. And then that Mr. Miyagi moment happened where I felt like they were saying, I love you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were saying, like, come back next week and come even harder. So I think those are moments that, you know.
I wonder if that's a fuel of, like, attention, though. Like, I could see if I was there and people were, like, constantly giving me attention, even if it was negative or whatever, like, I might like it. To me, I feel like, I don't know if that it's about the negativity or about the fact that you were getting so much attention from that.
It's almost like the honesty of the critique is like the tough love. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could either, like, it's one of those things. It's a sifting process. Like, I've been to those open mics too. And if you can't handle those boos, this is not for you, boo-boo.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I mean? Like, this is not for you. I didn't mean to do the wordplay right there. But, you know, it's just definitely...
Everybody works differently.
Everyone
too.
works differently. But my thing is, already you having this pounding in your chest and this nervousness, it's already a sign that you have something to give out there and you yearn for it, you know. And that nervousness or that kind of uncertainty, that hesitation, I want you to try working on maybe like inverting it, and instead of looking at it as a disadvantage, just try to flip it and figure out, you know, how I'm gonna make this better for the execution. And I think the counsel is a good thing. You know, one thing that someone taught me was like a good musician knows when to play, a great musician knows when to stop. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, you know, just have that open forum. Don't be afraid of feedback. I don't think you are already. I think you're pretty like sure of yourself with that sense. And yeah, like having that wise counsel, it's just the process. Like it's you know, writing a paper. It's first draft, second draft, third draft. Even the last paper that you give into the teacher, it's still the final draft. You know what I mean? It's never final. So don't put too much pressure on yourself thinking you have to deliver the perfect piece. But just get comfortable with it and fly, sister.
No one starts off great.
100%.
Nobody. You're always gonna fail at the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Except
you
JL.
know?
Except Mozart. Yeah. But thank you.
Yo, thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
We got Comrade Joshua.
Is this the Comrade Joshua?
Oops, sorry. AIs is next. I apologize. We'll get to you, Comrade. You're on the list here. AIs.
I like that name.
AIs. The word eyes look like eyes.
Hello?
Hey, AIs.
It does.
Hey.
It does.
Oh, wow. Hey.
What's up? First
What's
time
up,
calling?
AIs?
First time caller. Yeah, it's amazing. Sorry, before progressing any further, can I play Minority Report?
Can I play Minority Report? That's the question. Where are you calling from?
People really love. Hold on. People really love this segment. Of course, this is Minority Report. This is the segment where we have callers call in and Rick guesses the ethnic background.
Alex, I'm gonna need you to turn the decibels up to 13, please.
Okay.
AIs, what is the location that you're calling in from?
I am calling from London, UK.
See,
London, UK, and then now Steffi will choose a sentence for AIs to recite.
I took a stroll down the Empire.
I like that word.
What? Okay.
I took a stroll down the Empire.
Okay, I'm gonna add a comma and another part. And bought myself a cup of coffee. So could you say the whole thing?
I took a stroll down the Empire and bought myself a cup of coffee.
Ooh.
Chinese.
AIs, please reveal.
Some Asian.
100% Korean.
Oh!
Damn,
you know how I know? You know how I knew he was Korean too? No. I mean afterwards.
Why do you always do this?
Afterwards, you know how I knew he was Korean? He was disappointed. He went. I told you that lip smack's a real thing, dude. That lip
smack.
He was like Korean. My bad, bro.
You know what that smack is? You know what that smack is? I remember it now because it's like a triggering to me.
TSK, right?
No, it reminded me of like my parents or somebody doing it.
Yeah,
it's
no,
like
exactly.
a passive aggressive kind of
For
like
sure.
thing.
For
It's
sure.
pretty annoying. That noise is annoying.
Oh, dude, when they did that, oh my
Yo,
gosh.
AIs,
my bad, bro.
It's Yo, AIs, that was great because Rick really messed that one up. I really thought he would get that.
I said it with such conviction too.
He usually knows his Korean
No, you
inflections.
know what? He sounded like Mac Easy, kind of,
He
right?
did,
That's why I was
yeah.
like, he's whatever Mac Easy is.
Yeah,
That's
yo,
what
I thought it was
thought.
Mac Easy. I thought it was a crazy Brit.
AI, thanks for calling. What's on your mind, bro?
There's so much to talk about because you guys have touched on really interesting topics today. Can I say it's just such a stark contrast to what was last week?
Sure.
I think the point I want to sort of mention is what that other listener talked about, Elliot, about sort of feeling like an outsider, and Dom, you mentioned as well. So I came to the UK with my family because my father was sent over to the UK he worked for a Korean company. He was sent over to the UK to work as an expat, and so that's how our family came over. and for some reason I just never really got involved in the Korean community in the UK, and so I always felt like an outsider. I had a pretty sort of lonely childhood, and I think that sort of naturally developed a yearning for me to find my community. And I think after some time, that sort of naturally led me to sort of looking at what's happening in the US, because there's such a big Korean community especially where you guys are in LA.
Right.
And I've always been quite envious of that. It feels like you guys all sort of have a sense of solidarity and sense of belonging, to a sense of sort of common identity. And that's something I've never been able to sort of properly find, even after becoming an adult.
Right.
And so, yeah, I always had a natural sort of curiosity to that. And that's sort of how I came across you, Dom. I think from your YouTube videos, I think back in your sort of Parker days, I saw you
that's beautiful.
doing, like a vlog with like Jay Park was in it, and I think it was like you and Ben Baller, the kind of Korean Americans that I really came across. And I just found your work to be pretty sort of inspiring, and the sense of motivation to sort of what I'm doing. I don't work in the creative area. I mean, I work in a completely different area. But just knowing that Asians working in a Western sort of community can really succeed, I think that was a big source of inspiration.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. By the way, I changed my name to Parker for the British.
Shut the fuck up.
I am Parker.
I fucked up.
Yeah, but appreciate that, man. That means a lot. And then I feel like, I don't know, like to me too, I'm not as articulate about these things, but I am very confident, you know, about who I am. And it took time, and I'd like to kind of show that here on this show and kind of lean into the topics that I feel like maybe I was shy about back then.
Right.
Like, because I love comedy and humor. I was always a class clown growing up, but it wasn't like I was making a bunch of like cultural jokes, right? About my identity. And you see that a lot more on TikTok.
Right.
You go on TikTok and people have such specific jokes to their ethnic and cultural background and their upbringing, which I find fascinating. Like young kids having these, like Bengali parents are like, it's like very specific, right? Korean, Chinese, Southeast Asians, like all over the world. And I think that's amazing. I think it's amazing you can actually make a very specific joke for a very small community, or not even small, just your community, and you will have people respond to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that, but
no, I mean, that's beautiful.
People want to feel represented, and I think that's why we watch these things so specifically. Like, hey,
definitely.
that person looks like me. They understand the world I've come from. We're all trying to be understood.
I mean, I think that's such a beautiful thing for AIs to call right now from UK and say, I was looking for this belonging, and that's how I came across Dumb, because of the vlogs he made. Because at that time, he wasn't thinking, oh, this is for the people out there. You know what I mean? He was just making content, and it's just so beautiful how shit just works out like that. AIs, keep going, man. You're killing me.
It's natural. And just as a final point, I think it's a sort of good segue into mental health generally. I'm a big proponent of mental health generally, as in it's a serious issue and it should be treated with care. And I think mental health is like any muscular injury that you have. It needs to be treated. You need to see a doctor. It needs to be looked at with care. Otherwise, it's just going to become worse and worse. And amidst all this craziness with the lockdown and all, listening to your podcast has been a great help in sort of maintaining my mental health. I listen to a lot of podcasts generally, so I know which ones are good and which ones are bad, and definitely your podcast are
time
the
out.
top echelons.
Is he saying pods? Are you saying pods?
Sorry, sorry, I'm stuttering a bit because I am quite nervous.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to make fun of you.
I thought, you just roasted his...
No, I'm not trying to roast him. I thought that was a term.
No, you know what happened? You were trying to roast him.
Oh my!
For the slang you thought that existed, but you actually ended up roasting him for something else.
I thought pods was a thing. I apologize, bro. I'm not trying to make fun of you.
It's fine. Yeah. Out of all I listened to podcasts.
Rick cancelled.
Out of all the podcasts I've listened to, I think the one with the two Bobbies, the Bobby Lee.
Oh, that one's a classic. I agree. That's my top three.
I still have that downloaded onto my phone. I listen to it every now and again.
That's a top 3 pod.
Can
That's
we bring
a top.
Bobby Lee?
We got to get Bobby Lee back on here,
Bobby
man.
Robert here.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance to talk to Bobby under the comments or whatever, just let him know. We want him back here.
Shout out to Slep King, baby.
Shout out to Slep King. By the way, George, who's the producer of the Tiger Belly podcast, used to be the producer for this for like the first 50 episodes. So he used to. That's how he's pretty much set up my podcast. And
Wow.
That's I pretty much bit everything off of it. I love Bobby though. Bobby's a beast.
Hey, guys, is there anything else you want to add to the conversation? We have to keep it moving. We just have a large list. That's why.
That's it. And shout out to Mac Easy as well. I've been listening to his podcast, and they sound
cool.
great as well.
Hell yeah!
Thank you, bro.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, brother.
Call in next time. I'll get the Minority Report right.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Turtle duck. Turtle duck. Turtle duck. You're in luck. You're next. Turtle duck. You're in luck. Turtle duck.
What up, Turtle?
Surprise.
Whoa!
Okay.
First time caller.
Hey, wait, this is not Turtle Duck?
What's happening?
Oh, what happened?
It's all
What
good.
is happening right now?
What happened?
Is this your girlfriend?
It's your girlfriend.
Is it?
It's the girlfriend?
It's Miss Turtle Duck.
Oh.
Duck.
That's what's up.
Hello.
Hey, yo, I like that. Women's Appreciation Month, and you let in the woman. I like that, Turtle Duck.
Woo!
I like that, B.
Let's talk to Turtle Duck's girl. Are you Turtle Duck's girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
How long have you guys been together?
Almost 6.5 years as of Valentine's Day.
Okay.
Wow, 6.5 years, almost done, huh? Oh, that's not how relationships work. 7-year mark. I thought it ends. I'm sorry.
They are hitting that 7-year itch,
Oh
though.
man,
Turtle Duck, slow and steady wins the race. Turtles, tortoise.
Yeah, all right, cool. I got it. Time to migrate.
All right. So what's quacking?
Oh wait, yeah. She wanted to do Minority Report.
Oh, this is interesting.
Wait, what is Turtle Duck? Do you know what Turtle Duck is?
Turtle Duck, I forgot your nationality. Could you remind me, please?
No, actually, no. Let's play.
Oh,
damn, bro.
I actually forgot too. Actually,
I don't even know.
I feel like Asian.
Double round.
We got so into the theme song, we forgot everything about Turtle Duck.
Where are you calling from? Turtle Duck, where are you calling from?
Turtle Duck, where are you calling from? Central Coast.
Wait, is there a third person over there? What the?
No, I think that was just a.
Okay, great. You said Central America?
Oh, Central Coast, California.
California. Just say California, bro.
Wait, hold on. Do cats say Central Coast?
Central Coast?
Just say the West Coast, bro.
Yo, I'm from the Dub C, bro.
Oh, was Central Cali, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Triple C?
I hear
Central Cali Coast?
I hear Central Cali, but I never hear someone say Central Coast. Do they say Central Coast? Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know.
Like San Luis Obispo area.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Okay, this is going to be a dialogue conversation. So I'm going to give you a sentence for Turtle Duck, and then Steffi will come up with something for the girlfriend.
Oh, and they're going to just talk to each other with it. Okay,
exactly.
Cool. All right, say the first line for Turtle Duck.
Hey, babe, you look very beautiful today. Did you do anything yesterday?
And then what are you going to say, Steph?
Dude, we were at the hair salon together. What do you mean?
Okay, all right, here's an end scene.
Okay. Hey, babe, you look very beautiful today. Did you do anything yesterday?
We were at the hair salon yesterday. What do you mean everyone sits?
Filipino!
I feel the same
All
about
right,
that.
let's reveal
I
it.
feel the same.
No. Wait, for who? For me?
Come on! Wait, you guys have different...
I'm going to say
They're
Filipino for the girl.
For the lady.
She sounds
Turtle
Filipino
Duck.
to me.
No?
No, wait. For Turtle, I'm thinking the guy is Filipino.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, okay.
So I joke about this. So like, if we ever have kids, they'll be Filipino, but we're not Filipino. She's Chinese and I'm Mexican.
And you're what? Vietnamese?
I'm Mexican.
Oh, Mexican.
I can remember this now.
Actually, I think I remember that Turtle Duck was Mexican.
Because he's like the only Mexican.
You know what? I think it's the glasses. Something is off with like I don't know what's going on. The lighting, something is fucking up with my.
It's your bling empire
You
right
usually
now.
have the dark glasses,
Yeah, I have the
right?
dark glasses. You know, I look like Undertaker. Okay, but what's good, yo? This is the first time I think a couple has called in.
Yeah, no. Last week we had a couple.
Oh no. Last time there was.
I wasn't here last week. That wasn't me. You know what I mean?
You were a different person last week.
That was a little different.
You look like you just came from church. Like you cleaned up. Like
I repented the whole week.
Yeah.
What's good, guys?
What's good? Yeah. What do we owe the honor of this couple calling in together?
Well, let me just say she was very nervous calling in, and like she had an interview today. And like she was less stressed about the interview than calling into this.
How did the interview go?
Not bad. I'm usually pretty bad at interviews and like answering things on the spot. So this one actually felt pretty decent.
What did you eat for lunch today? No, I just wanted to put you on the spot.
Was it a Zoom interview?
No, it was just a phone interview.
Okay, that's like less scary though than
being in their
physical.
person.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, but still.
I don't know. I think a Zoom interview is a little more scarier than a in person. Yeah, just because you see them in 3D, you know.
Pretend that you have internet issues if it's going bad and just like, oops, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, we would have hired you, but your Wi-Fi is weak as shit.
Not only that, you just have to dress up for the top. You could be, boxer. You could.
What if they're like, can you please stand up?
Yeah,
that's the last part of the interview. Oh, unfortunately, you're wearing a pajama pants, and we expect you to take it slightly more serious than that.
So what's good, guys? I'm no couple therapist, but you guys sound happy. You guys just sound joyful as a group. Is this true? You guys just seem like a nice bunch.
Couple report. You can feel that they've been a good relationship.
Well, they've been together for 7 years. So are you guys like planning on? Are you guys just saying? Yeah,
eventually, yes.
Married?
Just waiting.
Oh.
So eventually, you're saying eventually you're gonna get married. Like Turtle Duck was eager. He was like, yeah. It's like before he was
Yeah.
That's tight. That's tight. I love that, man. And you said, wait, did you say Mexican and Chinese?
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Combination. You're gonna have gorgeous babies.
Seriously?
Yeah, I love that, man. Mexican, Chinese, my two favorite foods.
But which cuisine do you like more as a couple?
Ooh,
that's tough. Both are fire. Both are fire. That's a tough one.
Both are fire.
Can we do like fusion? Is that a thing?
He's like, I like turtle and duck.
Yes. All right, wait. Let me see. Fusion. What would that be like? Let's see.
That'll be like a
like a kogi burrito kind of. No, but that's Korean and Mexican.
Well, like Peking duck wraps is kind of like a burrito.
Taco.
A taco.
Sort of.
That's true. Peking duck. Yeah, that's.
But that's
like
all
taco.
Chinese. There's no Mexican element to it.
Taco.
Like it just looks like it, but the flavors is not. It's like if you throw in maybe some cilantro and hot sauce.
Let's just say Mexican and Chinese work.
Yeah, Mexican Chinese. I think there's restaurants with Mexican Chinese food together. And in Vegas, I remember seeing one. Trust me.
Well, I think pretty much like every restaurant has like Mexican chefs in the back. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, okay,
Mexicans know how to cook every genre of food. That's for sure.
For sure. Is there anything you want to add to the conversation, guys?
Oh yeah, I'll let you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say. When you guys were talking about the Eastern and Western medicine thing, I hate like Western medicine because it's just like slapping a Band-Aid on, like just take this painkiller.
The camera.
Yeah. Go ahead. It's like slapping a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it's like it goes to like the core of the problem or something. It's like last week I had like these mega headaches. And like I took some painkillers and whatnot, but like it just came back. But I went to this Asian doctor, and he was like, "Oh, like you had this." I don't know, like in Chinese, there's this like chill that you get like when it's not like when you're cold, but you like, I don't even know how.
I know what you're talking about. In Korean, we have that word. Yeah. It's like cold sweat, sort of, right?
Something like that. But like you said, because I have those chills, like where I had that headache indicated that I had chills. So it was like, oh, he found like the source of the problem, like gave me some like food, like ginger and like red date stuff to drink. And like it fixed it,
That's crazy.
I've never really gotten into the Asian stuff. Like, do you guys
the Eastern medicine?
The Eastern medicine stuff. Do you guys?
Oh yeah, I'm Eastern medicine before Western medicine.
I believe. I feel like it's worked
for you.
Oh man, come on, bro.
I want to get more into it, but like I just never think about going to one of those people.
Right. Because you're like, I'll just go to the hospital. You know?
Yeah, that's my first.
Yeah.
That's my first. You know.
My dad was
reaction.
like, no hospital. We go to this house. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We go to this house.
My parents always used Western medicine on me.
Yeah.
7-Up.
Like Wilshire and Western.
No, just drink 7-Up. Yeah.
Drink 7-Up.
They just give me a 6-pack of 7-Up.
Nah, for sure. I mean, you know, even the whole idea of acupuncture and you know the.
I've never done that. I've never done the suction cups, the acupuncture.
You never acupuncture before?
No.
Wow,
I don't know about. I don't know. Is that how accurate is acupuncture, man? I don't know,
dude. Accurate.
I don't want to. I don't want to knock it.
Right.
Because it
I'm
works
not
for
knocking
people.
it. I don't know.
I haven't tried it. I cannot knock it. But I would try it.
I mean, guys, like to be completely honest with you, Steph, you and I, we sprained our ankle around the same time. You know what I mean? Like I was like a week. You were a week, 2 weeks after me.
I fractured mine.
I know you fractured yours exactly. But if I fractured, I would have gone, you know, too. But I just got acupuncture and a couple of like the blood pump out
on your leg,
on my feet, like where my ankle is, and it was beautiful. It worked.
Really?
Yeah. You know, so
I think we should all break a bone and just test out different medicines for science and just see who heals first.
right.
All at the same time.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think I'm done breaking bones now.
Yeah, I don't want to do that again.
But damn, thank you so much for sharing that with us. Is there anything else you want to add as a couple in synchrony?
In synchrony? They got to say it to ask the question together. Oh. Yeah, what's the setup here? Like, how are you guys posted up, like, talking? Are you guys just sitting next to each other on the laptop? Or
we're laying on the floor right now. Like, where she's working, I, like, took a pause.
You're laying on the floor.
Is your foot like up?
Yeah,
like,
I think your feet are up.
Your foot up?
That's what I pictured. That's what I pictured.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
All right, guys. Thanks for calling. Appreciate y'all.
I don't know.
All right, guys. See ya.
Thanks for calling, guys.
All right. Have a good one. All right, we're going to take one more because there's too many people. We can't do it all today. But everyone who's not going to be able to get through today, call in next week. We're going to take one more call from Comrade Joshua and then call it a day.
Boom, boom.
Sorry, Rick's off screen. We're having some technical difficulties.
I got canceled officially.
Or are
This
we?
is crazy.
Yeah. Viacom took him off.
Wow. Bro.
What's up, Comrade?
Yo, I'm good. I
What up,
appreciate
Joshua?
being the last caller.
Yeah, no worries, because we actually said your name earlier, and I feel like we didn't get you on, so we have to get you on.
Another British person. That's
Are you from the UK as well?
Yes, from London as well.
Yo, what's going on? We have a lot of listeners out there.
Yeah.
Where
is
are
it
they
Mac?
coming
Mac
from?
Easy did that
Yo,
first?
it's
I don't
just
know.
a
Somebody.
the crazy Brit Asian. I don't know.
What, you want to play Minority Report or something?
No.
Wait, why don't you play? Why don't you play? You're off today.
Okay, you know what? Korean.
No.
I know.
Chinese.
He's Chinese.
He said Chinese?
No.
No,
I'm
I mean,
white.
He's
Oh,
white.
He's white. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, yo, Rick, you need to retire.
It's
I think
the
you're
shape
done.
of the glasses. No, I'm telling you,
Rick,
I need a rhombus. I need rhombus lenses.
Oh my
I can't do circular. You know what I mean?
Or maybe it's the British. Maybe it's the British.
Rick looking
No,
disappointed.
he's good with English accents, dude. He's guested multiple times.
Yeah, I think. What's in this?
Wow.
What's in the
I think
Now he's blaming the
not sitting-
chips. Okay, what's on your mind, comrade?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk to Rick a bit because I've been, listening to the new YOX album a lot. Really enjoying it.
Thanks, man. What's your favorite song thus far?
You don't remember the
I'm
name
not
of the
sure.
songs? Come on.
No. It's probably The Point or Danger Room.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about The Point though.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously a lot about like the violence that's going on and stuff. But you can read a lot of other stuff into it. Like, is there anything else you were thinking about when you were writing the track?
Exactly. Do you have a specific question, or you just want me to
Yeah,
talk
he's saying,
on it?
was there anything else?
Oh yeah, okay, brother. It's so the point, pretty much. I felt like when we were writing the point, we already made our point a couple times. You know what I mean? We dropped viral when Donald Trump said what he said, and then there was like the attacks on Asians early on, and then the George Floyd and unfortunate things happened over there. So then we made Captain America just to touch base on that. So I felt like we were on not both sides, but we were talking about both perspectives. And the point, it was more of like, if it served as a variable. It doesn't mean the assaults to Asians. It doesn't mean and police brutality. It's everything that we've been repeating. We're almost now getting redundant, saying the same thing over. But how many times are we going to have to say it until people actually get it? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so we didn't want to really target and go into the decimal points of like the specifics, but we wanted to make something that was a little bit more lighthearted and more easier to digest. Just
Let's not point a finger
Let's not
there.
point a finger there.
A finger here.
The point
What's
is,
the point?
What is the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's why I like the track so much. It's it's super emotional. It's just like both you and JL just coming from like a raw place.
Yeah. Nah, thank you. And also, the sonically, the album definitely, it took a little shift from what we usually do with the boom bap golden age era stuff. But we had to bring the point in. We had to bring that, that boom bap kick. So yeah, I'm really glad you like it. This Friday, the third part of the album, the final Voltron's happening, and we're dropping a music video for the point as well at 6 p.m. PST LA. So I hope you catch that, buddy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be waiting for that to come out.
Yeah, nah, dude. It just makes me so happy to know that our music is reaching across the pond, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Thank you so much for running the numbers up, baby.
All right, comrade. Thanks for calling, comrade.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Bye.
So we got one more?
One more, please.
All right. Then one more. Steffie has to answer first on the one more.
Yeah. I feel like we've been
D-tie? All right.
Tie.
D-tie?
Why did we choose D-tie?
Because Grime Ninja sounds UK again.
Dad T. I want to talk.
Oh, everyone else left, I think. So.
Oh, everyone left.
D-tie, you're on there.
Hey, D-tie.
Yeah, we hear you.
How you
Yo,
doing?
I fought for you, bro.
Good. First time caller.
Oh, nice. Good pick then, Rick.
Nice.
Let me guess your tie.
Nah.
God damn it!
You try to cheat.
Where you calling from, buddy?
I'm actually calling from Philly.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
okay,
I think
cool.
Korean.
Nah,
he's not Korean, dude.
Chinese?
No. He's
Filipino.
Southeast Asian.
Oh, I could see that.
Well, that's a pretty
What can you?
I know.
Broad.
Just I'm the Windex spray.
Okay, reveal yourself, D-tie.
Laotian.
I'm Chinese Viet.
Ooh,
oh,
okay.
Yeah, so like Southeast.
Southeast. Okay.
Nice, buddy.
Yeah.
What's up?
Thanks for calling for the first time, man. What's on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple things, but
Sure.
I know we're short on time.
Ox Gang, I will.
Where do you guys? So actually, last week's episode was super funny. This is why I'm calling it now. So I was wondering what you guys had in store for this new year, and like how you guys are going to spice it up this year.
Yeah, one thing that I have been meaning to do and I've just been lazy about is getting guests. Just because I think we just kind of got used to just shooting the shit. And to be honest, I just been busy with booking guests, but I got some interesting guests lined up on the creative field. Like I was talking to a couple of friends who do graphics for like my boy Dewey Saunders, who did like Anderson .Paak's Malibu cover, as well as a bunch of projects for me and a lot of collage style artwork. I thought he'd be a good guest. I got a guy who does type, Duong Type on Instagram. He did all the text for A$AP Rocky Testing album.
You talking about like typography stuff?
Typography.
Oh, wow.
He did all the Lil Uzi Vert's typography. He does all the huge typography. So I was thinking about getting him. I want to get a lot of artists on, and not just music artists, but just people in the graphic side of things.
Right.
Interesting. That's an interesting take to talk to people that like draw.
Yeah. Just because I want to mix it up, and I think a lot of people are usually hesitant to get people like that because everyone always wants to hear funny shit, but I think it's important to get some insight on the process of those things, and how do you get to the point where you build relationships with artists like that, right? Like these huge artists on that capacity. That's why Sandy would be actually interesting too. But I'm gonna expand with the show with more guests, but I also don't want to lose this dynamic that we have with just shooting the shit and getting wild and crazy. So I don't know how I'm gonna split that up. I think I'm gonna do like one-on-one interviews with that, but keep this on a weekly too. So maybe two episodes a week.
You need that vacation, baby.
I'm thinking 2 episodes a week. That's my vacation.
Your vacation is adding another
episode.
Right. You there, bro?
You went on vacation.
Yeah, I was just waiting.
He's like, that's it?
He's like, that's how you're gonna keep it spicy?
Yeah.
You didn't say spicy.
That's your spice, huh? You brought flaming
Yeah,
hot.
I mean, it's a nice spice. So, Dom, I actually saw that you posted something about NFTs, and that obviously ties in nicely with the goals for this year. So I was wondering what your thoughts were on that, and any plans for that.
I will be honest, I'm not fully I know what it is. And I feel like, I don't know, for the general market of people, I feel like it's a good space right now where artists can make tons of money.
Yeah.
But it's like, unless you're like balling, you're not out here buying mad NFTs, left and right.
There's a lot of foresight involved with NFTs.
Yeah, but I am preparing an NFT right now. If that's a question, I am in. It's not, and I'm doing something really different. I don't want to talk about it right now because it's still in development. But I think in about 2-3 weeks I can launch this thing that I've been.
And guess who's developing it?
Yeah. I'm working on something. So I'm not gonna front. I don't want to miss a wave of this kind of thing going on because it is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
It's so new and it's interesting. It reminds me of like Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Where he gets those. He gets like. The currency and he's buying like things and weapons. That's kind of what it is, really.
We don't want to be left behind. You know what I mean? Too. It's a shift. It's happening.
Yeah. So I find it exciting, and I think it's going to be more exciting when we really have this kind of Ready Player One virtual world, and we're going into like virtual galleries.
When the VR AR kicks in.
Yeah, and people are actually making trades within like NFTs and stuff.
It's going to be crazy.
But it's hard to ignore when everyone is talking about it and every artist is like trying to jump on board,
Did you hear about that DJ guy, 3Lau?
Yeah.
He's $11-point-something million.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Shit.
That's it's hard to ignore when people are making $11.7 million. I'm like, can I hold something?
Zoe hit me, was like, we're doing this, bro. We're doing this.
Yeah, I'm not front. I don't know. I got something planned. I want to do it sooner than later though, because everyone's hopping on this shit.
My man's got sleeves.
But yeah, man.
Is there anything else you want to ask?
You're the last person.
I mean, that's pretty much it. First time calling, so appreciate it. Looking
sir.
forward to next week's episode.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, and thank you to everybody else who tuned in today. What a day.
Yeah.
A lot of listeners, a lot of callers. I feel it growing.
Felt that. That was amazing.
I feel it growing.
There was a little bit of turbulence in the chat too, but that's also evidence of growth.
Fine. That's the reason we have a chat room. So there could be turbulence there. It's not for them to just gas us up.
If it's not happening here,
for sure. And I just want to point out, Alex, I like the way you handled that, bro. You were juggling a few things today.
Yeah.
Before we sign off, could I just do one plug?
Yeah, do a plug.
One plug.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Friday, as I said before, part 3 of the album is dropping, and then the music video is dropping. But in celebration of the final chapter dropping of the album, I am doing a 24-hour subathon on Twitch. Starting at 3 p.m. Friday to 3 p.m. Saturday.
Wow.
Inspired by Rex Dizzy's. And this is multiple birds with one stone. One is like, I want to get new fans.
For the album.
I want to get new subs.
Why don't we stop by?
Make some money. It'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful.
I have work set.
Yeah. You have a work. Yeah. I mean, if there'll be steaks, there'll be Dungeness crabs, there'll be seafood.
Are you going to do that Friday?
You know what I mean? It's going to be Friday from 3 p.m. to Saturday 3 p.m.
but when's the Dungeness crab?
Whenever you come through. Whenever you come through.
When's the dungeon?
Whenever you come through.
If it's Friday, I'll go.
Yeah, Saturday. I mean, no, Saturday. Plus, I want you to. Nothing is set in stone like that, but if you guys can come through, it'll be beautiful. We got G2 coming. We got I have a segment where they're gonna make a song with the YOX as well.
Okay.
Anyway, the details. I'm gonna be on stream, but guys, twitch.tv/OXGang. Make sure that you tune in anytime from 3 p.m. Friday to 3 p.m. Saturday just to support the movement. Thank you so much.
The thing with you is that I know it's going to be good because you're very good at curating like games, events, and like you're always like the one person that has all the fun things to do.
And plus, I just had a run through with Rec. You know what I mean?
Right.
I learned the do's and don'ts. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
yeah, curating streams killed it. Curating life.
You put
not
thought
so much.
into it. You put love
thank
into
you.
it.
No, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So yeah, that's the plug. Thank you.
All right, guys. So tune in to Rick's subathon, guys, and I want to thank everybody who's been calling in, man, because I really do feel like the numbers are starting to go up a little bit.
For
I don't know
sure,
what
bro.
happened, but in the last few weeks, the numbers are going
it's
up,
coming
man.
from.
Something's a brewing. I hereby declare
Oh my
that
goodness, here we
something
go.
is brewing here
Ladies
in the
and gentlemen,
Fun
thanks
with
for
Dumb Collective. Here we come. Something is a brewing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Dumbfounded, and I sincerely bow out. Tune in next week for a brand new episode.
Ear to ox, baby.